Hi everyone, today I would like to do a video actually to share about the trade analysis for AUD USD, Euro, dollars, and the last one will be the USDJPY. Okay, these are the three major pair analysis that I would like to share with you guys. Okay, before I start, let me take out all the drawings. Okay, so first of all, in my strategies, I would like to do a brief explanation. So first of all, I'm doing a tap strategy. So basically, tap is stand for trend, uh, aerial, pattern, okay, and signal. So these are the four things that I'm looking at. So first of all, we will need to do an analysis on the trend. Okay, basically the trend is showing that the price is on the downside. Okay, even though you see the current momentum is like up, okay, it's a higher low patterns, okay, but the overall trend is basically is still on the downside. Before the price can break out this resistance area, the previous high level, I would still consider this pair is on a downside. So what does it mean? Basically it means that if the price next week is come up strongly and break up this area, then and come back and retest this or even slightly below, then and create another higher high pattern, then I would change my short or bearish bias to actually bullish. Okay, before that happen, basically I'm still on a bearish view on this pair. So if I were bearish on this pair, what I am looking at, basically I'm looking at a resistance area and a sell signal. So these are the two things. Okay, so the resistance area is actually quite I take out this. Okay, so the resistance area is actually quite clear cut, I mean, in these situations. First of all, I actually looking at this EMA as my resistance, but it seems like the price doesn't rejected well, okay, from this area. uh, then the next resistance area I'm looking at is actually this horizontal line. Okay, so what we can do next week is like we wait and see whether the price will actually test this area or this level and look for a sell signal. So basically sell signal, the most common sell signals is like I have three. I mean, for to share with you is uh inside bar reversal, bearish pin bar, and bearish engulfing. So all these three things actually you may find it at online resource, I mean educations. You can check how does it look like, and how do we enter in the trade based on this setup. So signal basically provides us indications, I mean, whether we should start to prepare or not start to prepare, and how to prepare, how to jump in. So all these things actually you can get it from internet, free internet education resources. Okay, I will not touch on this a lot, but this is my view overall for AUD USD. We have a downtrend, okay, at this moment still on a downside buyer, at least for me. Okay, so we would like to sell, I mean, or short this pair at the resistance area. The first resistance area is the EMA 20 and 50, but it seems like the price doesn't really rejected this area and continue to move on with the short-term momentums, okay, up to this resistance area. Okay, so we will like to wait and see whether the price will come up to this area, or in between this area they start to actually goes down. So basically the third, I mean, just now I didn't mention, if let's say the price does not reach this area and started to come down, okay, from this point, then what should we do? Actually, we should wait, okay, for this pattern to form. Okay, you see that? Okay, so if let's say the price is currently on a higher high, higher low, but but okay, the price has not reached this area and form another lower low pattern, okay, then we might consider, okay, to actually sell based on this pattern, because this pattern is actually meet the criteria of the trend, I mean the overall trend. I mean is in line with the overall bearish trend. That's why I say sometimes we might want to see the price to reach certain level, but unfortunately if the price doesn't reach any level, then we might want to look at the pattern itself. Okay, let's say the bigger picture, the pattern is to the low is to the downside, then we might want to see a same pattern to actually begin occur. If let's say this pattern occur, okay, then I would like to see a sell signal at this resistance area, the previous support and resistance. Okay, it might be here, it also might be here. Okay, it also, the third choices is by using this dynamic, okay, uh, level as your resistance level. So there is no things that can be guaranteed, but we will need to spend time and watch what the price are doing. Actually, we need to digest it, we need to actually explain to ourselves, talk to ourselves, uh, what is our predictions, what is our expectation, all these kind of things you have to get out all together in order to actually prepare for a trade. Okay, so this is the AUD USD preparations and trade analysis idea. Then we move on to euro dollars. Okay, euro USD, basically I have a neutral stand, mainly because when I see this, okay, when I see this strong upward, I initially, I mean, my thoughts is like, oh yeah, it might be a breakout. So I'm waiting. Actually, I'm at this point, I'm waiting, okay, the price to actually form a higher high patterns. But however, it didn't happen. Okay, it's actually pushed down, okay, or even close below this low. Okay, so when the price actually close below this low and below this high, we can see actually it's extended, it's an extended situations. So now the price actually become directional. Okay, it's like we do not know if the price will go up or the price will go down. Okay, but if we zoom in, I mean, to uh most current from actually Feb 20 to current price, we can see actually we have possibles and small, I mean, uptrend or momentum is forming. Okay, so if we compare I mean, if we connect all these points, we can see, so this is the point that we should connect. Okay, but if we connect, okay, the down and the up, then what can we, I mean, find out? What things that can we find out? It seems like the down, I mean the low side, the point connection is more perfect than the upside. So in these scenarios, actually uh the downside actually showing the buying momentum is more uh, recognizable, okay, in this case, because of the perfections. Okay, the price actually perfectly rejected, okay, these two area before. Okay, even though the momentum to the upside, uh I mean, it's not so fantastic, but at least I know the momentum from the downside is actually gaining some powers. I mean, it's more clear cut than the upside. The upside basically has more irregulars. Okay, so if you connect this point or if you connect this point, then it's like I don't know which is my, I mean, uh is I don't know which resistance area, I mean, is a connections, I mean, uh downing, I mean, go down the line, the I mean the trend line is not so uh uh perfect in this situation. Okay, so the comparisons, I mean, if I make, okay, I would more prefer to actually buy this pair rather than sell this pair, because I wouldn't know which area I sell. uh Not to say I wouldn't know, basically I know that if I'm going to sell, more likely that this line will actually become my support. we should think about this. Okay, so because this the perfections of this line, I believe every time when the price touch this line, it will actually goes up. Okay, in that case, if I were to sell, then let's say the price, let's say you might have a bearish view on this pair. So if you reach this point, okay, you say, oh, this is the resistance that I should look at area. Okay, I should sell her. But if you look closely, the price might not be able to come back to this level. It might touch this point, this point, this point, or this point. The longer the price actually move on, actually your profit target, I mean, is become smaller, smaller, and smaller if we extended this level. So you see, I mean, this is the risk that we look at, risk and reward that we look at. So you might get a smaller target, and your risk and reward become smaller and smaller. That's why I say, if you have a connection of more perfect connection of a I mean the support point, okay, then we should actually trade based on this line rather than the sell. The sell side, I mean the short side, actually might not happen to be what's target that you want to reach. Okay, it might be become smaller, smaller, and smaller over time. Okay, so what do I want to look at back to the signals? Okay, because now the price actually touched the support line, trend line. So what do I want to see next week? Okay, next week basically I hope to see an inside bar here and a bullish breakout of the inside bar. Okay, then I might end it here and my stop loss will be below this bar. Then I will hope this is my first target and this is my second target and this will be my third target. So I hope that this perfect, okay, bounce back area could give me a very strong push up, okay, until this. So this is the things that I'm looking at and I'm thinking of. Okay, I share with you. Okay, so I hope my sharing of my analysis will help you actually to choose whether you want to be a bearish or you want to be a bullish stand. Okay, the next one will be USDJPY. Okay, USDJPY, I have a bearish view. Okay, so I will tell you why. I will connect all these point and show you the trend. Okay, so basically these are the points that I'm looking at. Okay, so when the price actually break out this low, okay, this higher low, okay, until this level, I have a bearish. But as I said, even though this is an indication the price has become a bearish, okay, however, we still need some patterns to confirm it's a bearish. Okay, how do we confirm? So basically in this pair, we can see the price push up, okay, but not exceed, I mean not break, I mean close above this high. So this is basically a previous high, okay, to me, but the price doesn't close above, the price actually come down. It seems like a lower low, a lower high point is forming. So if you connect these 2 points, okay, with the first indication I have a bearish breakout from this support level, and the second confirmations I have a lower low. Okay, so with these two things, actually I more biased to the bearish side than the bullish. Okay, in this case, if let's say we have a bearish, okay, side, bearish view, then what do we want to look at? The signals itself, I mean the area and the signal. Okay, this will be the area that I want to look at. So we will want to see whether the price will actually retrace back or pull back strongly to this area, or the second option is we can actually look at this EMA 20 and 50 as a dynamic resistance. Okay, so if the price come up to this area, okay, and there is a bearish, okay, setup or signal, then we might want to consider, okay, to jump into the trade. Or if let's say the price close strongly, okay, above these two dynamic resistance, then we might want to wait until the price actually come to this area, okay, and look for a sell signal, okay. Or the third scenario is if the price continue to move down next week, then it's a more confirmed case, okay, because I have a short term, okay, bearish pattern that support my long-term case, okay. So you will see this, then okay, you will want to wait for the price to actually pull back to the previous support term resistance, or you can wait for the dynamic resistance as your resistance area. Then you might want to look for a sell signal to all these area that I highlight to you. So these are all the view that I have on USDJPY. Okay, so overall today's I will talk about these three bears for the upcoming weeks. Okay, these are the things that I'm waiting for. I hope that my trade analysis idea and the way that I do the analysis can help you, inspire you, in doing your trade preparations. Um, Happy weekend, and I hope everybody have a profitable weeks. Okay, I wish you have a profitable weeks, upcoming profitable week. Okay, so thanks everyone. Bye.